Last night I made a tweet giving you guys the option to choose what my next video should be, and clearly you guys realized that you wanted to see what's on my jailbroken iPhone, so I definitely had to make the video you guys wanted to see. Yes, I know I make a lot of tweak videos on a daily basis, but do I actually keep every tweak I mention or display in the video? No, I actually delete them right after. So that's the purpose of this video, to show you guys exactly the tweaks that I'm using on my daily driver. So if you take a look on my lock screen, you realize that there are multiple tweaks here. We have CameraShy, LockGlyph, Groovy Lock, and also Sleekcode. So now let's take a look closer at Groovy Lock. So Groovy Lock is also paired with a theme called Cataracts, and Cataracts is that square time clock you see right there. You can also play around with it to get like the blurry background and everything, but that's all in Filesa or iFile. Next up, if we look down below guys, we realize that we have LockGlyph, and the theme I'm using for LockGlyph is Veluxum, which is a Cydia theme for Anemone. Next up we have Sleekcode, and I really like Sleekcode because as the name depicts, it is absolutely sleek. So if you look here, you can see that it removes the borders and everything, and it just gives my unlock code a nice finish, and I really like how it looks paired with the background, which can be found down below in the description. Now let's jump on into the home screen. The first thing you guys might realize is the way how my icons are arranged. So what I have here on my home screen is Anchor, BlurryBadges, Boxy3, Cylinder, Duck, Harbour, IconBounce, and a couple more. So let's talk about Anchor first. So Anchor allows users to drag or place icons anywhere they feel like on their springboard. For example, I could just drag Anemone anywhere I feel, just to create like maybe a square, a box, anything I feel like creating. And that's the whole purpose of Anchor, to give your phone a unique look. But you guys might be wondering how my icons are so squished together, and that's all because of a Cydia tweak called Boxy3. You'll need a repo down below in the description to get Boxy3 up and running. Now if you look closely, you realize that I have BlurryBadges enabled, and BlurryBadges gives each icon its own independent color badge, and that color badge reflects on the icon color. Let's talk a little bit more about Boxy3. So Boxy3 might be a complicated tweak to use. In order to invoke this one, you have to swipe up on an icon, and then you'll find this translucent menu page that you could check out. So with the menu page, you could move each icon horizontally, vertically, change the size between each icon, and just to get it as perfect as you like. So as you can see, this is the setting I have, but if you just swipe across on each of these toggles, you could play around with the icons to get the desired location you like them to fit. Remember when I said I had Duck on my home screen? This is what Duck does. This is also paired with Activator. So I swipe up from the bottom of my right, the bottom right of my screen, and it brings up this Duck, and it looks very, very nice. It's a good tweak as well. So what it has here are all the icons that I favorited inside of my dock, and it also has my recent opened applications. It works like magic. It looks good, especially if you're on an iPhone 6 or a 6s Plus. Next up we have Harbour. So in all of my jailbreak videos, I always keep the tweak Harbour because you can add multiple applications inside of your dock, and it gives it a nice animation when you're looking for applications as well. Just like on macOS, when you swipe across the dock with your fingers, it just lets them rise, and it looks really nice. And that's why I always use Harbour, not only for the rising or the animation. I use it for the functionality of being able to add multiple icons inside of my dock, which is always useful when I need them. A must-have tweak that I never leave out of my jailbreak setup is MultiIconMover Plus. So with MultiIconMover, you'll be able to just tap multiple icons and move them over to a different page you prefer. So instead of dragging each of these icons one by one, you just need to put your icons into wiggle mode and then tap on these icons. As simple as that. Tap on the icons, drag them over, hit the home button, hit the home button again, and all of your icons will be located where you drag them. It's very simple, and that's why I definitely have to keep MultiIconMover whenever I jailbreak my iPhone. Another must-have tweak is called iWidgets. So if you're in jailbreaking just for theming, you'll definitely know that iWidgets is a must-have for you. iWidgets is one of the main reasons why I'll jailbreak, because it lets your device, this is what brings out the uniqueness in your device for sure. So you always see me showing jailbreak tweaks. This is the one that I always keep, iWidgets, no matter what. So I definitely have to have iWidgets on my device. If I don't, I just don't feel like my phone is being jailbroken. So iWidgets is always one of my top favorite tweaks. Now let's take a look at my status bar. So in my status bar, I have a couple tweaks. I have Arial, I have Android Lollipop status bar, I have Movable 9, Lithium, Sonus, and Zeppelin. So Arial is the one that allows me to colorize my cellular bar icon, as you can see right there, and the Wi-Fi signals. On the other hand, Movable 9 is what I use to rearrange all of these icons and push them over to the right side. So as you can see, I'm inside of Movable 9 right now, sorting out the order. So if I switch the battery icons, you can see it easily switches. I don't have to respring. I could just move the battery icon into the center if I please, but that doesn't look very attractive, so I'll just keep it onto the right side. What's good with Movable 9 is that you can also hide elements inside of the status bar. So as you can see, I hid my time because it was just not relevant with the setup I have going on right here, due to the fact that I have iWidgets installed onto my home screen. If you look onto the top left of my status bar, you realize that there's a Nike sign there, and I always use this because I'm a Nike sheep, and that's called Zeppelin. The Nike package is also inside of Zeppelin, and also I cannot go without Sonus for my status bar. It looks amazing. Definitely check out all these tweaks because I always use them. Now let's look at my control center. I'm not a big control center themer, so the two tweaks I have installed is Noctis and also CCWallCustomizer. CCWallCustomizer would not work if you have Noctis installed, but the only reason I'm using CCWallCustomizer is to give Noctis a clear theme look. So you can see if I turn on dark mode, like, it's just smooth, and that's all because of CCWallCustomizer. It's actually a glitch. Next up, we have a couple miscellaneous tweaks. My all-time favorite is of course Aspectus. So instead of swiping up on your control center, swiping up then swiping left just to change music, you could easily change music just by doing reachability. This especially works if you have a small device like the iPhone S or the SE. And what I really love about this is that it shows off the watchOS, and it also has the album cover in the background blurred out, which is really nice. I just really love the look of this. It's definitely functional, and I always use Aspectus. Some of the miscellaneous I have for you guys is down below in the description, so definitely check those out as well. I'm not including all of them in the video because it would be hella long. Next up, I have PowerTap as a miscellaneous tweak, and this is very useful for a jailbreaker such as me, who is always installing and removing tweaks. So if you're someone who makes a lot of tweak videos, you definitely need PowerTap because it gives you a lot of option on the go. Next up, we definitely have to have Preference Organizer 2, which just lets us organize all the preferences inside of the settings applications, keeps all the tweaks organized, all the system apps organized. It's definitely one you need to get if you have a lot of tweaks installed. Another one of my favorites that I always use is called Snapper 2, paired with Activator as well. The Activator gesture I use was press the volume up and the volume down button simultaneously, and it will invoke Snapper 2. So Snapper 2 allows you to just snap anything on your home screen, anywhere on your device I should say, and it will keep that screenshot there as long as you want. You could resize it, you could do, I'm just struggling to resize it right now because I have my camera in one hand and recording with the other, so it's very hard. So I'm just trying to show you guys that you could just resize the image. It will stay there as long as you like, unless you close that image, save it to your photo library, or just share the image. Sorry for my bad recording, but I just couldn't see. So yes, Snapper 2 is definitely always up there with all my tweaks. I never ever remove Snapper 2. Definitely check it out. It has a lot of functionality, and this video is not doing it any justice. Now let's look at the system UI of things. So system UI wise, I have Anemone installed with the theme Lotus. Next up, I have Activator on screen as well. But let me just show you what is Lotus. So Lotus is just this theme right here. You can see I have Android Lollipop status bar for my status bar theming. But the only theme I have installed right now is Lotus. And as you can see, it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 check marks, which is cool. So next up on the system UI side of things, I have of course Eclipse 4. And Eclipse 4 is definitely one of the tweaks that I always have on my device, but surprisingly enough, I only use Eclipse 4 for the settings and for the YouTube page. Another tweak that never ever leaves my jailbreak setup is called NudeKeys. NudeKeys are one of the tweaks that never ever leaves my setup. It's always there, especially if I have a black iPhone. If I have a white iPhone, I'm not really digging it, but I only use NudeKeys for just the black theming. Although NudeKeys is used to get gradient theming, I only use it for the black theme because it looks very, very stunning and mature. So another system UI tweak I have is message colors, translucent messages, palette, note of day view. So if you see I'm just swiping across, you cannot see the spotlight just because of note to day view. I got rid of that spotlight. It was just very annoying for me. So as I said before, inside of my messages applications, I have 3 tweaks. I have dark messages, translucent messages, and I also have messages colors. All of these repos will be down below in the description. So messages colors lets you choose what message you want to color for the receiver or the sender. Then translucent messages lets the background of your wallpaper, like it just blurs inside of the messages app, which looks really cool, and it definitely pairs up well. Then we have dark messages, which just gives the messages app a dark theme. So that basically wraps up the video for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed outside. The weather is amazing, and I hope this video looks great on camera. I'm not sure because I recorded outside. I just freaking love my 5S. It looks absolutely amazing. I hope Apple makes this the iPhone 8. It's just fucking sick. But anyways, guys, remember, if you like the video, drop a like down below. Hashtag iPhone 5S down below if you made it this far. And always remember this, guys. Say it with me: love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.